So we were following and pleading with him all the way out there. I swear on my life this happened. He gets in the car, doors open, he looks up at Marco and I, and he goes, "It happened." Closed the door and off he went. Okay, why on earth would he have done that? Well, these girls, they got within 8 to 10 feet in broad daylight of this creature. When they saw this thing, they're looking like, what are we looking at here? They're walking through this field and it's up against a cinder block wall. And one of them was looking at it, what is that? And it was crouched by the wall. It was weak and feeble. And one of them kind of like screeched. Ah! Like, what is that? And it turned and it looked right at the girls, locked eyes on them. Liliana grabs her younger daughter, hightails it out of there. Katya, she's frozen in her tracks, locked eyes with this creature, and it's communicating with her. Please help me. He wants help. It's weak and it's feeble and it's scared, and it's crouched down. Liliana realizes that Katya is back there. She gets, 100 feet down the path. She leaves her sister, "Stay here, I'm going back to get Katya." She runs back. And I asked Katya, and I asked all the girls, during that moment of contact, when you lock eyes, I know it's only a brief second, but during that moment of contact, what did you feel? Like, put me there. And that's when Katya said, "Help me, I'm scared." And it was feeble and suffering. And it's a very powerful moment. And these girls have been saying the same thing. The mother. It's the first time I'd ever reported on these so-called like men in dark suits that show up and intimidate witnesses. Honestly, I've been hearing about those cases for so many times, but I've avoided them because it's got so much baggage from men in black. It's just ridiculous. I just didn't even want to be associated with it. But this time, when the mother said that these men showed up and tried to get the daughters to say they were lying and offered her a briefcase full of $100 bills and they could relocate, I don't know. For some reason, I said, okay, for the first time in 25 years, I'm going to report on these guys. And I did. You can hear the mother talking about it, and she's so emotional. And the mother came back to the location right after it happened. The smell, that stench, and the footprint on the ground. Think about the doctor who took the x-rays of this thing. Marco Leal found him 8 years ago. And he was like, he confirmed the story. He was still working at Regional Hospital. He goes, "I'll never come forward." Marco kept going every year back and forth. Then he retired, and 4 years after he retired, he agreed to meet with us.
When you talked to the doctor, what did he describe?
He said that it was a normal day, January 1996, it was Regional Hospital. He said every day, and all of a sudden, all these military trucks and police cars showed up at the hospital. They come in, armed, and they got a bag. They got a thing in a black body bag. And he was like, "What the hell's going on here?" They're all, "You're going to be taking some x-rays." And he's like, okay. They had him inside and they had armed cops. And I was asking him, like, what was it like? No talking, super tense atmosphere, very tense. Armed guards on the outside, armed guards on the inside, military trucks running. Nobody comes, nobody goes. And he said, first time in in the history of my career, I took the x-rays and I couldn't even verify that they were good because they took them immediately. And then they said, this event never happened. And I realized I can't talk about it. All I can say is just listen to the witnesses. Don't take it from me. But I'm looking at that guy in the eyes, Joe. And I've been at this for 30 years. I'm looking this guy in the eyes and I'm like, this guy probably drove an alien around. And it tripped me out so hard. And it ruined his life. He was like, I don't care all the money in the world. I'm never coming forward. The risks are too high. Because you're harboring this secret. You're being watched. You're being told not to ever talk about this. And you're looking over your shoulder all the time. And they call you, the military calls you periodically. They want to know where you are. And he's got this secret inside him that he can't tell the rest of the world. And he's thinking about all the different, everyone's out there speculating, is it real, is it fake, is it real, is it fake? And this guy drove a body around. Just think about that for a second. He wasn't even sure he was going to go on. And I said, look, man, we'll film you from the back, we'll disguise your voice. And at the end of the interview, he said, thank you. I feel so much better. I've been shouldering that burden for 26 years, and I've so desperately wanted to tell somebody, to share that story with the rest of the world.
This video has a hidden key message for you. If you missed it, rewind the video. When you find the message, click the first link in the description or pinned comment to enter it correctly for a chance to win. Each video has a different hidden message, doubling your chances. Good luck, scary winner.